Sveiki, Latvia. Hello, Latvia. Anaya ase o hangu. Hello, Korea. It's Andy Glenn and Darren Brady here as always. We're bringing you the second last game in this Division 1 Group B World Championships, Women World Championships, live from Dumfries Ice Bowl. And it's an important game, Darren, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a very important game, like you say. A medal will depend on this, and it's how those medals go will depend on the result. Should be a close game. I think Korea are a well-organised team. Latvia are very, very good offensively, but they do cough up some chances, as can be seen by the shots on goal that the Latvian keepers face. So I'm fancying Latvia, I must admit. If I was pushed to find a winner right now, I'd probably pick Latvia, but who knows? We shall soon find out.
Well, Latvia are guaranteed a medal. It's not going to be gold, but it could be silver or it could be bronze, depending on what happens in the last two games. Let's have a look at the table after this morning's game between Kazakhstan and Slovenia. And there it is. Kazakhstan jump up to fourth in the table after their convincing win today over Slovenia, who will, unfortunately for them, be relegated to the division below. The score this morning was a convincing 9-1 to Kazakhstan. Most of the action happened in the second and third period, and you can still watch it on our YouTube channel. And if you want to have a look at the YouTube channel, Dumfries Ice Bowl, have a look for that, find it, and if you subscribe to it, it'd be greatly appreciated. All the games will be on there, and in a few weeks' time, a couple of weeks' time, there'll be highlights of each and every game at this Women's World Championships, and you'll see all the best bits of every single game. And we'd appreciate it if you'd have a wee watch. It would be super.
I believe there's lots more. I've subscribed to the Ice Bowl channel, isn't there, Andy?
Yeah, there's been a good 500 people subscribed just this week. There was a huge number on there already, but subscribe to it, and you'll get more coverage from South West Scotland and Dumfries Ice Bowl. Anyway, let's get back to today's game. We're familiar with these teams now, Darren, but before we go any further, it's probably best if you tell us who the teams are today.
There we go. I shall do my very best. Korea, the designated home team. They'll be playing in the blue jersey. They're led by head coach Do Young Kim, and the assistant coach is Tae Gyum Kim. Number 1, and in goal is Saewon On. Number 2, Seyoung Na. Number 3, Min So Kim. Number 4 is Binay Park. 5 is Sojung Lee. 6 is Nara Kang. 7 is Yi Eun Park. 9 is Jeongar Park. 11 is Do-won Kim. 12 Ye Won Jung. 13 is an alternate captain is Yoon-ji Lee. 14 Young Park Yang. 15 Ju-young Park. 16 is Yoon-ji Lee. 17 and captain Soo-jin Han. 18 Wan Han. 19 an alternate captain is Ji-yoon Park. 22 Si-yoon Jung. 23 Tae-won Kim. 24 Si-yoon Kang, and number 25 is Yeonju Kim.
Well, that is the Korean roster. Let's have a look at how they line up and their starting six. In goal will be Sae-won An, as always. 23 in defence will be Tae-won Kim, and in partnering her in defence will be Do-won Kim at number 11. And up front, let me just get that up on my screen, will be number 9 Park, number 16 Yoo-ji Lee, and number 18 Wan Han. That is the starting six for Korea. Darren, you want to give us the Latvian side?
Yes, it will. Latvia will be playing in their alternate white jersey today. Team manager is Denis Romanovskis. Head coach is Hanu Saintula, and assistant coach is Vladislav Konisevs. In goal, number 1, Christiana Apsita. Number 2, Safota Stala. Number 4 is Alina Sardina. Number 5 is Madara Solite. Number 7, an alternate captain, is Anna Kubina. Number 8 is Katrina Ozola. Number 10 is Elizabeth Lukasevica. 11 is Raisela Torbe. Number 12 is Hannah Strausser. Number 13 is Aya Balode. 14 is Kisenja Keiska. 15 is Sabine Kate Rubina. 16 is Karina Silajana. 17 is Chiara Paula Zelabowska. 18 is Emilia Yakoleva. 19 is Anna Lagsdina. 21 and captain is Liga Miljoni. 22 and alternate captain is Nicole Krista Yipchuk. 23 is Agnesia Apsita. 24 Linda Rula. And finally, number 25 and goalkeeper is Guna Galite.
Well, let's see how Latvia line up in their top 6. Apsite will be in goals, of course. She's been in goals for all the games so far and has a rather good save percentage. We'll come to that in a little minute, but she starts in goal. In defence will be Toba and Sardina. They've been a starting two for all the games as well, as I can remember. Up front will be Lazdina, Solajani and Rula on the right wing as such. That's how Latvia line up. Let's have a quick look at the officials today. Riley Lisabeck and Rika Steiger will be the referees. Riley is from America, Rika is from Switzerland. And then two Finnish lines people, Helena Antila and Johanna Oksanen. They will be doing the work of the lines judges today. That's the element of where we're at. Darren's been doing the feature all through this tournament of one to watch. Darren's one to watch. Darren, you've picked two from both sides. Who's your Korean one to watch?
Korean player to watch today for me is number 17 and the captain is Soo-Jin Han. She's played 4 games this tournament, scored 3 goals. 2 of them are power play goals, so she's very dangerous on that special team. She sits equal 6 at the moment on goals. She's got 1 assist, 4 points, and that makes her 12th on the list for total point scorer. She has 6 shots on goals. Like I say, she plays lots of minutes, leads the team well, and you can see from her points there she's effective. She contributes nicely. Good player.
Well, we'll keep an eye open for her, but everybody needs to keep an eye on Darren's one to watch because he's been on form with us. So it's worthwhile having a little note and just keeping an eye on his ones to watch. Going to Latvia now. Who are you picking for Latvia?
You're going to bash me on the head because I'm going to name 2, and I know I'm supposed to do one.
You're not allowed to. You're only allowed one.
I'm only allowed one. Well, I'm going to go with number 21, and that's Liga Miljoni. For me, she's one of the standout players of this tournament. Skates beautifully, got real pace to her skating, fantastic hands, real stick skills, and she's lethal in front of net. She's played 4 games, she's got 4 goals. One of those is a power play goal, one is a short-handed goal. She sits equal first on the goals scored ranking at the moment. She's got 3 assists, puts her on 7 points, and that also puts her first on the total point scorers list as well. She's had a magnificent tournament, 23 shots on goals. It's like you say, she's really effective for this Latvia team.
All right, well, we'll have a look. Will we indulge him? I know it's called one to watch, so he only gets one. Who was your second to watch?
Number 22, Yipchuk. I think she's also an outstanding player.
We've
mentioned her lots of times in games. We've never quite picked her as the one to watch, but again, she's a really, really good player. So I think she could also be one to watch today.
Absolutely. I've been having a look through some of the stats myself this time, and one that I'd like to draw to everyone's attention at home is the goalkeeping percentages. Now, we know that Italy have not conceded a goal in the tournament yet, and if you weren't watching earlier, I'm trying to check with IIHF if a senior team has ever in the history of the World Championships went through an entire World Championships without conceding a goal, and I don't think there has been. So Italy have the chance to make history tonight if they have another shutout, but you would think therefore keeper of the tournament has to be Fidel in goals for Italy. Well, Fidel's faced 60 shots and obviously has a 100% record, which is wonderful. Let's just not get that. But I'm going to look at Christiana Apsite, who plays for Latvia. She's still sitting at 93.6% in save average. It's nearly 94, which is an incredible statistic. But look how many shots she's had on target to save, 157. So nearly 3 times as much as the Italian keeper. So I'm not saying the Italian keeper's bad by any manner of means, but I am saying that the Latvian defence has given up more shots than the Italian defence, and behind them, Apsite has been absolutely outstanding in goals. She's only had the one shutout, but it's been fantastic.
Yeah, you know what? I totally agree with you. It's like you say, Fidel's a great keeper. She had a fantastic tournament. The shutouts are incredible, but she's got a team in front of her that are protecting her so well in every game so far. Apsite's not quite had that advantage. 150 odd shots on, and to have that sort of save percentage is absolutely incredible. She's a real standout goalkeeper. She fully deserves the praise that she gets.
Well, let's have a look at the scoring race as well. Top points in that is Fantine from Italy. She has 8 points. And Milgione, as Darren has just said, is sitting in second place with 7. Italian defender Kristen Guerrero is sitting also in 7th. And from a defender's perspective, that's just absolutely superb. It really is. Yipchuk is also sitting there on 5 points. All these players have a good chance of, if they have a real good game today, putting some points on there and being near the top of the table for that points race. It maybe doesn't mean much just now, but it's a nice statistic to have to hand, and it's a nice achievement if you can be the tournament's top point scorer. I can actually see Latvia coming out their changing rooms just now, below us to the right, just literally just there. I could almost look over the side and show you.
Yeah, officials are ready to enter the ice on the far side, Andy.
Officials are on the ice already. And we'd just like to thank you wherever you are watching this stream for. It's totally appreciated that you're spending your time with us. And we're going to bring you some first class, world class women's ice hockey in 2 minutes 30 seconds when the puck drops here in Dumfries Ice Bowl, home of the Solway Sharks, and in southwest Scotland. I see some Latvian flags to my right. Not too many Korean flags, but I'll bet there's a lot of people at home in Korea cheering on their team as the players enter the arena.
I'm going to ask you a question, Andy. Who do you think is going to win and why?
Well, I'm calling the game. I don't answer these questions, Darren, as you well know. You're the man that's going to have to answer that question yourself.
Wow, that one bounced back at me very quick.
Yeah, you're going to ask tough questions. You're going to get them right back.
Absolutely right. I'm going to go for Latvia. It's like you say. I think offensively they've got Milgione, Silajani, they've got Rula, and if they'll kind of get some chances today, I think they'll put them in the back of the net, and I think they'll probably just have a little bit too much for this Korean team. To
go against you, Korea have to win to have any chance of getting a medal, and they then have to hope that Italy beat Great Britain in this evening's game. So if Korea want a medal, they must win this game. And it doesn't matter if it's in overtime, it just has to be a win. If they win, they go up to 7 points, and if it's an overtime win, 8 points of a regulation win, and that puts them ahead of Great Britain on the head-to-head. So they've got a chance, and they know what they've got to do. Latvia are relatively safe. They know they're getting a medal. It's likely to be silver, I would suggest. But if they win, it's guaranteed silver. And GB are guaranteed bronze. So there'll be a lot of GB fans in here shouting on Latvia. But who knows? It's a must-win for Korea. And they are the top seeds in this group. Remember, they came down from the division above last year. So we will see how this one plays out. I think it might be quite tight, this one.
Yeah, I think the opening day defeat, the first game in the tournament where Korea lost to Kazakhstan 4-2, that hurt this Korean team badly, Andy.
Oh, 100%. That was the shock result of the tournament, and it was early doors. I think Korea have grown into the tournament, as most teams do. They get used to the ice, you get used to the conditions. But I'll tell you what, we are moments away here. As Solajani will take the face-off against Yoonji Lee. We're ready. We are ready to go, and we're away. Korea with it back. Yoonji plays it back. Taewon has it, plays it to Do-Won. She fires it out in the middle, and there's a chance here for the quick break for Korea. Hwan does well, but Korea take over, and it comes to Rula. She's dispossessed, and a little flip pass out. And it comes back the other way. And legs Dina. Plays it down the wall to Rula, who's challenged by Taewon. Rula plays it back out. Reverses the play down the wall. Here's Apsite. She's continuing, takes the shot, and glove save by Taewon, goals.
Yeah, nice opening moments there from Latvia. Apsite skated well around the outside there, got the shot away. Comfortably held by the Korean keeper though.
face off to the left of Suwan. Korea win it to the side. Latvia take over. Good block at the blue line and it comes out the zone. And Latvia do well in defence, but that's loose. There's a little chance here. Shot comes in. Oh, just over. Hits the boards and come back. Or hits the plexi and comes back out. That's played through the middle and Yipchuk gets there first. And there's a collision and it will be offside. Delayed offside. Hand goes down from the lines judge. And we're away again here. Rapid quick. Zhuya. Oh, big hit at centre ice. She goes down. A big hit there. I think it was Yakovleva. No, it was Luksavica who put the hit in. Puck was away. There's Lukavica there, plays it round. And Korea managed to get it out the zone as Yakovleva plays it forward. She loses out. A little chance there, plays it through. The slot comes all the way out. That was played in Yuan Jung. Sujan takes the shot, padded away by Absite in goals. Comes out and there's Ruler's got a chance. Beats one. Good stick check in there by number 7, Yi Yun Park. Chance in there. Oh, I thought that was in.
Silesiano with the effort there at that near post. Great save by the keeper.
Toba plays it round the wall. Comes out to Solajani. B1 keeps it in. Solajani picks up, plays it across the ring. Comes through the middle. The ruler can't touch it. And icing's waved off. Du1 plays up the wall. Yonji. Remember there are 2 Yonji Lees in the Korean side. 13 and 16. And there's number 60, Yonji Lee. Sardina played that forward. Absite, she plays it to the left. Absite wins it back, then loses it. It's played round the wall. And Si Young plays that forward. Official goes down. Got caught up as the players exited the zone. She's okay. Played in. Did that hit somebody on the Latvian bench? Officials say no and play races on. Big high pass through the middle. Yipchuk tries to play it down and they'll call icing and we'll go all the way back, and we've played 3:26 in the first period.
Yeah, nice fast start to this period, Andy. I'm liking the look of both sides so far. Nice and crisp. Both teams have spent plenty of time in the offensive zone. Looking like it could be a good game, this one.
Yeah, well, I hope so. And you've just put the curse on it, haven't you?
No.
Well, both teams look like they're up for it. I totally agree with you. Shot comes in, it's blocked. Latvia get away. Yipchuk through the middle, but defended well. Latvia make a change. Way too many skaters on the ice, but nothing's called. Shot comes in, covered up. And Absite happy to freeze the puck. And we'll have a face-off.
Yeah, shot came in there from number 17, Sujin Han. Not much power behind it though. Comfortable by Absite in the goal.
Yongji Lee wins it to the side, comes back. Played out to the blue line, shot comes in, little redirect in front, and it just slides past the outside of the post. No real power in it though. Yongji Lee again. She helps it on its way, but Latvia should clear, but it bounces off. Number 18, Jan Han. Shot comes in from way downtown and it's way high. Du1 with a shot. Ye-Wan Kim plays that forward. Tae-Wan Kim, sorry. Rula will try and pick up. She misses out. Shot comes in from the tight angle. Absite makes the save and she's frightened that it's went under her pads. But luckily for her, it was tied up in the goals and the netting at the side.
Yeah, Absite didn't have much clue where that puck was then. She had a foot tight against the post there, had that covered, but I think she felt that it had gone behind her somehow, but I didn't see the puck behind her.
No, she was well positioned, and there was nothing get through that gap between the post and her leg. Korea went to the side again. Korea won a good percentage of the face-offs just now, and it's a surprise as Latvia were in the top of the tables for face-off wins. Toba plays it forwards. Picked up in defence and Korea will go. Oh, pass is just too far in front.
Yeah, it was well before the red line. Icing.
See, Young just could not collect the pass.
It was a good opportunity there. For a moment there, they had a chance of a 3-on-2, just doing an accurate pass.
I don't think the pass was that far away. I just think Sejong just didn't quite collect it. Just a little bit in front of her, I would suggest. Latvia win it back. Toba. Comes down that side. Tight against the boards. Comes out. Yayun takes the shot. Good defence from Toba. Sardina picks up. Sardina plays it up the right hand side. It's out the zone and comes into the Korean zone. Good pressure from Rula. Kublina plays it forward. Ji Young plays that in. Absite plays back in defence for a little while. Just helps it on its way. Kublina has it. A little bit of time, plays it to Absite. Yipchuk to the left. Absite goes through the middle and she's dispossessed. There's good defence there from the Korean side, in particular Shi Young Kang. Year one. Sojin played forward. Icing, and we'll go all the way back.
Yeah, chances few and far between. It's like I say, both sides are getting into that old zone, but defences are on top at the moment.
Well, there's been a few shots. Absite has been the busier of the two keepers, you suggest. I think Suwon had a good save near the start, but nothing much in the last few minutes, has there?
Comfortable saves for Absite, I'd say.
Oh, Latvia getting in each other's roads going forward. Shot comes in there and Absite makes a save there. Another comfortable save, as you would say, Dan.
Yeah, it's like you say, a little backhanded shot there from number 9, Zhongai Park, but it's like you say, no real power behind it. Absite sees it all the way. Comfortable save.
Face off to the right. The Latvian keeper. Shot coming in, good block. Puck loops up into the air and drops down. Played around the wall. And out the zone. D1 collects. Comes forward to Young Ha. D1 finds in the clearance. That's all delayed offside. Strausser had to come out. She was the last skater in. Korea now come forward. Regain the zone. Recycled out there. Nice little move inside. Korea make a change, so there's no real pressure on Absite's position just now. As Rula goes forward and went down. No call for interference. Played in the middle, that's a little drop. Bouncing puck in front of Absite and she bats it away. There was no power in it, but it was awkward because it bounced and you can get some funny bounces. That shot comes in, but it's wide. It's past Absite's left hand post. Hard foot on the boards here. It comes forward from legs Dina. Rules after it again. She seems to be on the ice all the time. They're going to call icing for that one and we'll go all the way back. 12:21 left in the first. It's Korea 0, Latvia 0.
Yeah, tight game so far. Like you say, both teams just testing each other out, trying to get that opening big grade A chance that they're hopefully going to take.
Korea win it back. Shot comes in. Glove save Absite. Let's do it again.
Yeah, that was a nice crisp shot that from number 3, Min-seo Kim. But again, Absite sees it all the way. Makes no mistake. Straight to the glove.
Face off won by Latvia this time. It's banked off the wall behind. Comes out to Yipchuk, who tries to push it down the ice, but no doing. Sojin comes in. She's beaten in the corner. Hard foot on the boards. Sojin does well. Good stick in there, real good stick in there from Absite. Kublina picks up. She backhands it down. Kept in again. Really well by the Korean forward, Min-se Park.
Yeah, she was a big physical tussle there, and she won a battle there. She did really well.
There's a lot of physical personal battles just now. As Wang Yong plays it across. Good pressure, super pressure there. And Melajone plays it back short side. Goes under the stick there. And it's Zulobowska.
Yeah, incredible backhanded pass there, straight through that blue paint, crying out for a Latvia stick. No one there though, unfortunately.
Korea break away, going down the left. They're screaming in the middle. Goal, Korea! I think at first sight that looked like Ji-Yoon Park, but I just need to double check.
I think it's number 16, Yoon-ji Lee, that's got the final finish there.
My mistake, Yoon-ji Lee. No, it's 18. Is it 16? I need to have a look in the replay. Let's have a look. Maybe we should just wait on the official confirmation.
Yeah, we can wait. I'm pretty confident it's Yoon-ji Lee, number 16.
Well, we'll go with you, Darren. Everybody's on side.
That's a great pass and that's a great finish.
Yeah, I just couldn't quite see the number there. As the Korean skater finished off, but it matters not. It's 1-0 Korea in a game they must win. And if you're Great Britain, do you want Latvia to win to get the bronze medal, or do you want Korea to win so you get a chance of a silver medal? It's a philosophical question that we'll get the answer to later on, I suspect. Sardina reverses the play, lags beyond, lags Dina. That'll go all the way down and that'll be icing if it goes. It does go. You're right, Darren, it was number 16. And it is Yoon-ji Lee. Assist was Han-Wan, number 18.
Just one of those nice hockey goals that all fans like to see. It's like you say, that first time pass, first time finish, great goal.
Time of the goal was 8:54. As we're away again here in Latvia. Try and get out of the zone, but don't. There's another little chance here. The shot's hooked wide of the right-hand post of Absite. There's another little chance here, though. That's a good block in there. I think it was... Let's see who was the block in that one. It was Tauber. And here she is again. She plays that across to Sardina. Sardina makes her turn. She's under all sorts of pressure. As Latvia just get it out of the zone anywhere. Okay, everybody's on side here as Korea come forward. Nice little move, nice little turn. Here's the trailing skater coming in. Great block in there. A block coming in from Melajone. Hard fought in the boards below us. Yeon plays forward. Sojin's there. Comes into the zone. Played back out when it came from. And number 7, Yeon Park picks up, plays it forward. Yeon takes a shot. Comes back out to Yipchuk. Yipchuk tries to play it up. Yeon takes another shot from downtown. It hits the stick and played to the side. Korean skater goes hard into the boards, loses her stick. She's getting up.
Yeah, it was Min-se Park who took the hit there. She went down hard, but she's up.
She's up, she's just skating off. The stick's still left there. Kublina and with a second, as
interference call there, Andy.
She took the stick out of the hand of the Korean skater. I suspect that was what it was for. And it will be a power play Korea.
That's the number 10, Elizabeth Lukasevica.
Yeah, that's what I saw. Elizabeth doesn't look the happiest she's ever been in her life to take that penalty.
That goes lifted Korea. You sense they're winning these little physical battles. They've got all got one-on-one battles with the opposing player, and they're just winning them at the moment.
Yeah, it's just a little bit of momentum move towards Korea, but there's not much between these teams, you sense. Korea play it down the left-hand side. Behind the net, Duwan's screaming for the puck. There's nothing going to her. Comes out to Taiwan. She reverses it back to Jonna. Jonna plays the pass down. Interference is the official call. They're trying to keep it in the zone, but it's good play by Latvia just to disrupt the play. Korea have it though. And 2 Latvian defenders committed. Shot comes in. Absite glove save and takes all the pressure off the Latvian defence.
Yeah, good shot from one hand there. It's like you say, straight up Sita though again, makes no mistake. Korea have got a 42.86% PP going into this game, Andy. I think that's number 1 ranked in the tournament so far. Been really effective on it.
Well, they've got 124 left to see if they can add to that percentage, Dan, and they have won the puck. Comes to Yoonji Lee. She reverses it back out. Back to her. Shot comes in. Good block by Yipchuk, which raises the Latvian bench and the Latvian fans. Yoonji Lee keeps it in at the blue line. Plays it down to the right. Back to Yoonji Lee. Plays it across. Shot comes in. Another glove save, but loose. It was saved and just bounced out Absite's hands. And Latvia clear it.
A bit slow motion that coming out of the keeper's hand. She looked like she had it for all the money in the world, but it obviously just bobbled out. Korea were onto it.
Yeah, I thought that as well. I thought she grabbed it and maybe just wasn't quite in the webbing. Just bobbled out the glove. And they've waved off icing. Controversial, but maybe the defender could have played it. Yonga. Shot comes in, good block again. There's Lajdina. Vital block, she's facing up to the puck again. Yonga. Back out, Taiwan. Shot comes in, hits the bar, and bounces to safety. On the net and at the back.
So close going for Korea there. 3 seconds left in his PP. I do like their PP. They move it well technically. They're a great passing team. They move it at speed. They pull Latvia around and they do get them shots away. Very unlucky not to go 2-0 there.
Well, there's only 3 seconds left on the power play. Yipchuk wins that back and there's a whistle, so I suspect we're going to do that again. Officials having a chat as the door was opened prematurely, I think. Just 1 second left, that's what it was.
Lukasevic had 1 foot on the ice nearly there. She was desperate to get out of the box, but she has to stay there for now.
It's one back. Doors open, Latvia back to full strength. Yipchuk has the puck. She plays it back to Kublina. Plays it around the wall. Little flip forward. Out the zone. Good play. Showing it. Gains the zone. It comes out the zone this time. And Korea come forward again. Shot comes in. Glove save. And good play from Korea because there was no skaters up in support.
Yeah, So Jung Lee did well there. It's like you say, got that shot away. More importantly, got it straight at the keeper, who had to hold on to it. Keeps him on an offensive puck drop here.
Yeah. Korea were in the middle of a line change, so that's why it was a good face-off to win. Comes to Yipchuk. Mine is there behind her, but she goes down, and Yipchuk can be away here. Plays a nice pass into the middle. Upsite. Played round the wall and out the zone.
Foot race on.
Yeah, not have enough energy for icing, although the official's hand was up. Just never getting to the goal line. Oh, good stick left. Got a lever in there, battling away. Comes out. Strausser plays it. Stahler backhands it in. I'm going to call icing on that, I think. Yeah, I don't think it was much behind the red line. But
no, I'm just thinking to myself, it looked close to that red line there.
No, they're calling offside. It's offside rather than an icing.
Yeah, I'm going to say I didn't think it was icing myself, but if it was offside, that's fair enough.
.59 left in the first. Korea by a goal. And there's just been the 1 penalty in the game. Good turn into the corner. Latvia come away again with it. Strausser plays it across the rink. Latvia gain the zone. Korea have a chance. The break. Korea coming forward. 2-1. Plays it in. Chance here. Shot comes in. Ooh, just whistles past. That was low. And I don't think Absiti was anywhere near that. That was on target, that was in.
It was a good shot for number 13 there, Youngji Lee.
That goes under the stick of Tae-Wan. Youngji Lee. Nice little pass inside. Chance. Good stick in there. Brilliant stick there by the lady.
I think it was Torpe there with a defensive stick.
Was it Tauber? Sorry, my mistake. Played forward there.
I think we were all wrong there. I think it was Belodi actually. Apologies to everybody.
Right. Ladina plays that forward. Turn. Sojin comes forward on the right. Shot comes in. Good block again. So many block shots. It's been a feature of the first game. That was below that again.
Yeah, Sonjin Han there, the captain, with a shot in. Again, straight at Absiti. She has to hold on to it. I'm liking the energy of this Korean team at the moment. Skating well. Lots of power in the game.
Still got to get past Absiti, and as I said just before the game started, she has been my outstanding keeper with 93% saves and has faced a lot of pucks.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, Andy. You called it before the game, and it's like you say, she's not letting you down so far. She looks top quality.
Well, that was heading for icing, but on target, and Suwan Han had to freeze the puck. So an offensive face-off for Latvia now. They're looking to get back into this game, looking to get a bit of momentum. They seem to have been defending for the last 5 or 10 minutes.
Yeah, they've not managed to get their 3 big players on the puck, really, have they? Ruler, Miljoni, Siljani. You've not seen them on the puck all that much. They've not had much chance.
Hard fought as U1 comes forward. It's played out to the side. Latvia just trying to clear his career, make a change. It's good play down the right-hand side.
That's Absita, good work from Absita.
Comes out the zone and a bit of a foot rest, and that puck's on its edge. And it'll get brought down by Youngji Lee. He comes in at the corner, plays it back out, looking for the trailing skater, but Absita gets a good stick in. Strausser comes forward. Jonas putting pressure under her, and that pressure pays off. As Korea come back. Nice little turn there, up the wing. Good turn. Latvia get it out of the zone. Can they get some forward momentum? Strausser, backhands, little move inside. Chance here. Goal! Latvia! And I'm thinking that is number 12, Hannah Strausser.
Yeah, it was Hannah Strausser. Good work on the boards initially from Strausser. You know, she put that physical effort in, and then she folded it up and rifled it into the back of the net. Superb finish. 1-1 Latvia.
Yeah, I think she made that goal by her determination down the right-hand side there, Darren. I think she's done brilliantly.
Yeah,
I didn't give it up when she lost it, got it back, and finished with a plum. It's 1-1. We'll get the confirmation of the goal scorer and the assist very shortly. Banked off the wall. Latvia have it. Just over 3 minutes to go in the game. Goal confirmed as Strausser. The assist was Zelabowska. The time of the goal was 16:42.
Double chance there. Ji-Yoon Park with the first effort, and then it popped out to number 13, Youngji Lee. She followed it up with a shot, straight at the keeper again.
16 minutes, 42 seconds.
Face off to the left. Oh, Absiti. Latvia win it. Tova plays it over. Doesn't get out of the zone. Shot comes in. Another glove save. Absiti. Where have we seen this story before?
Yeah, it's like you say. She's firmly behind everything. Not much power in that shot, to be fair, but she's still got to catch it, and she does just that. She doesn't let anybody down.
Comes back to the inside. We'll redo that as Korea got a warning for a face-off infringement. Latvia win it back this time. Played round the wall there by Solaiti. Back to Solaiti. Up the wall. Picked up Nojone. Backed off the wall, behind the Korean goal, and Korea will set off. Flip it out the zone. It should be icing. Waved off. Latvia win possession though. Kublina will pick up in the corner. She gets herself in a bit of a flankle. Upseated comes to help, but she's dispossessed. Played short side, goes under the stick. There's the Korean forward, and there's a chance here. As Yipchuk goes forward on the left. He gets forced into the wall at the side, and Korea take over again. Comes out, and it is Wang Zhong. Plays that forward.
Yeah, she's just dumped it for the line change there.
Ooh, it was dangerous. Comes forward, little tip in. Yakaleva makes a move. Comes back in, Strausser picks up. She scored the equalising goal for Latvia not that long ago. Tae-Wan picks up, banks it off the wall to Joan Ha. She comes forward, comes down the right hand side. Glide. Oh, backhanded shots just wide there.
Yeah, it was one hand. Good effort from one hand on the backhand there, just wide.
Forward, Jong Ha. He moves in. That's loose. Stala plays it back. Well, they have a bit of chance here. Ruler takes the shot. It's loose. It's wide. Korea get away with it. Comes through the middle. There's a little chance here. Good defence there. Real good defence by Toba.
Yeah, she was strong there. Needed to be.
Well, under 30 seconds to go in the period. Toba switches the play over. Shot coming in, gets a block. Still gets through behind the goal. And is there enough time for Korea to get up, get a shot away, but the pass is loose as Toba picks up. She plays it over the far side. It's flipped forward, and with under 10 seconds to go, it's going to have to be quick now to get a goal in this period. It's dumped in, and that's going to end the period, folks. It is Korea 1 and Latvia 1 in an eventful first period. The goal scoring was started at 8:54 by Eugene Lee, number 16 for Korea. It was equal-handed, and Strausser at 16:42 equalised up another even-handed goal. Darren, your thoughts on the first period?
Really good first period. I enjoyed it. Like I say, two committed teams. I think the game's been played at a decent pace. Both sides look dangerous if they're getting a chance. Absita's had a really, really good game in that Latvian goal. She's probably faced more shots than the Korean keeper. But no, good game, 1-1, all to play for.
Absolutely, not much between the teams. Who's going to win? There's only one way to find out. You're going to have to join us back in about another 12 minutes. And we'll bring you the second period live from Dumfries Ice Bowl. See you soon. Hi everyone, it's Andy Glenn here with Darren Brady, and you're joining us for the second period. And what was a real interesting game between Korea and Latvia. Korea seem to have had the more possession, I would suggest. And I saw some crazy stat that came up on the app. I don't know if it's been reset yet, but Latvia have had, well, Korea have had 16 shots on target, and Latvia have only had one, which I found strange. And if they have got that, they're 100% on scoring efficiency. One shot, one goal for Latvia. I seem to think there was a one earlier in the period though that Su Wan had saved, but maybe I'm wrong. I've been wrong before, I'm likely to be wrong again, but the stats on the IIHF app are 16 shots saved by Latvia and one by Korea, which probably indicates what I was saying, that I'd say Korea have had the offensive pressure. Darren, your thoughts on it?
Yeah, I agree with you. I think there was at least one more shot on that goal that I can remember during that game very early on. But it matters not. It's like I say, Apsita has been the busier keeper. I think Korea have played at a real pace. The passing's been sharp, and they do look dangerous going forward. But it's like you say, it's still 1-1 on that scoreboard. That all-important stat says 1-1. So
Certainly
credit
is.
to Latvia. They've kept in that game. Should be an interesting second period. I'm expecting more of the same. I enjoyed the first period. Don't see any reason why we'll not enjoy the second.
Well, according to the app, it's 16 shots on target for Korea and 10 off target. 26 shots in the first period. That's not bad. But we are moments away for the second. It doesn't matter what the stats are. The only stat that matters really is the goals. And it's Korea 1, Latvia 1. Certainly not going to stay like that. We know hockey. And we're away again as Latvia win it forward, but Onji Lee plays it forward to the right. Again the zone. Korea start again with a bit of pressure. New ice. K1 takes the shot, looking for the little redirect there from Zhonga. Nothing doing as Rula's challenged as she tries to skate it out. She does get it out though. Korea will backhand it into centre ice and then helped on its way, and they'll make a quick change. 35 seconds on that first shift for the Korean skaters, or most of them. There's just one still on, and she's going off right now. That's Shirley Ixon, and we'll go all the way back down the rink for a face-off in the Latvian defensive zone.
Yeah, pretty much like that first period. It's like you say, straight from that first puck drop there, Korea onto the offensive.
And you see the shots on goal now in the little screen at the top left of your screen. 16 on target for Korea, 1 on target for Latvia, and they scored from it. Apsita helps it on its way. That's touched. And a good pass to see you on the wing. Well, it comes back the way. Suanan tries to help that in the way. Yipchuk's putting a little bit of pressure on, and Yipchuk will pick the no she won't. It'll come out though. Shot coming in from downtown, that's on target, and that doubles the Latvian shots in the first period because that was on target. It's flipped round the wall. Yipchuk will pick up again behind the goal. She plays it 1-2 off the back base of the goal. Like all the good players do. Salute with the shot. Picked up on the corner by Latvia. It's a better start from Latvia, you feel?
Yeah, it's like you say, you're thinking there's an easy exit there for Korea. There's 3 players, there's only Apsita in there, but she works so hard and she makes sure that they don't get out of their own D. Great work.
Su Young plays that in. Collected by goalkeeper Apsita. 2 Apsitas in the Latvian side, remember. Goalkeeper and the forward. Ice in, and we're going all the way back. 7:57 left in the second. Still 1-1.
Not seen too much of Rula this game so far, have we, Andy? We know she's a world-class player, but she's been reasonably quiet. Korea are keeping her quiet.
Switching sides for the face-off. Just making sure the net guard is on one of the Latvian players.
Yeah, it was number 6 there. It was
Solite.
Solite. I think it had just come undone at the back. All sorted now.
Officials go over to the bench, having a little chat with the Latvian coach. Which gives you a little time to enjoy some of the music here. Don't hold back a little bit of the Chemical Brothers. Face-off's ready now. Latvia win it. Tom. Kablina plays it forward. Yeon plays it in. Latvia should clear it now. And we'll scare it out of the zone.
That's good work from Strausser.
Banked in. Yeon. Sojun gets in a bit of Fankel. Flips it forward. A little break here for Korea. Skating in the middle. They make a bit of a change. Comes back out. T1. Shot comes in, downtown. Deflection and goes wide.
Yeah, plenty of power in that shot. Deflected by number 18, one hand, but just wide.
That's going to be a trip against Korea, I suspect. It is. Tripping. You see exactly who it is. It's number 11.
Number 11, Do-won Kim.
For Do-won Kim, it sits down for 2 for tripping. Power play, Latvia.
I think that's about the 4th or 5th penalty she took in this tournament. She spends quite a bit of time in the box sometimes.
Rulo wins it back. Goes down the left. Yakovleva in the middle looking for something. Goes down low. Rulo back out to blue line. Solajani with a shot, kicked away to the corner. Rule up, skates, drop pass. Very patient, everything kept to the outside. No good pressure, just Korea stopping those shooting lanes. Good block by Korea. Still kept in the zone. Rule up. Kept going. Lines the net. Legs Dina looking for a shot. A super block by Ji Young twice. Comes to Salajani. Rule again. Moving in. Takes the shot. Blocker save. It was wide. Nice period of sustained pressure on the power play for Latvia. That's loose. Skater goes down. They're looking for another call there, but nothing doing. Kept in there. 25 seconds on the power play. One timer. Shot comes in. Goal! Number 16, Salajani.
I think it was 21, Miljoni actually.
Miljoni, my mistake then.
That's my one to watch. She's got that goal.
Let's have a look. It was 21, bang on correct. And the slap shot goes in, and it's 2-1 Latvia.
Well, I'd say it's very much against the general run of playing this game so far. Korea went 1-0 up in that first period, rightfully so. They were quite dominant for large parts, but Latvia have got it back to 2-1.
That was a power play goal. Down low. Goes into the corner. T1 picks up. She flips it forward. The laddie stops it in neutral ice. She plays it across the rink. Played through the middle. Stay with T1 again. Jonas through. Chance here. Takes the early shot. Covered up. Super save, Absite.
Yeah, Yeah, Absita again there. She's becoming a bit of a wall in that net. It's like I say, Korea are getting chances against her. They're finding it very difficult to beat her.
Goal confirmed as Milojone assisted Yipchuk. 24:43 was the time of the goal.
Yeah, it was a smart finish. Nice goal.
Korea came from behind, from 2 goals behind to beat Great Britain earlier in the tournament. They're going to have to come from behind today if they want a medal.
There's plenty of time in this game for them. That's what they'll be thinking.
For sure. He's forced out the zone there. Su Young. Latvia pick up in defence and clear it. Bounces out the zone, and Su Young will play this.
Great press there from Ruler.
Yep. Yipchuk in there, putting even more pressure on.
Yeah, this is what you want from Latvia. No easy exit for Korea.
And they clearly came out into the second period, and the coaches maybe told them they're going to have to up their game a bit, and they certainly have. Another shot coming in, saved but loose, covered up eventually. That was dangerous there.
Yeah, that was a huge chance for number 23, Agnieszka Absita. Just didn't get enough on that shot. Easy for the Korean keeper in the end.
Face off to the right of Absita. Face off warning to Latvia. Yipchuk. Yipchuk still wins it back. Played down the left. Absita picks up. Reverses it round. Good stick in there from the Korean defender, and they go on the attack. Good little chance here. Force wide, real good defence. And here comes.
That was Miljoni again. She's just lost an edge at an unfortunate time.
Korea come forward. Pass back. Shot was just not connected cleanly.
Yeah, Kublina there did well. I think she put the Korean player off just enough.
Shot came in looking for the redirect. It was always going wide. No contact with the redirect. It kept going wide. 12:45 left to go in the second period as Korea come forward. Good stick in there by Latvia. Yun still coming together. A chance here for Korea. Shot comes in. Absita makes another save. It bounces down in front and it's cleared by Latvia. Still kept in the zone though. Korea trying to keep that offensive pressure on and hoping that if you keep getting the offensive pressure, something will give. Help round the boards. Comes out and out the zone this time. Ji Yoon will play it. Mine was looking for the pack. So Young now. Oh, that's loose and there's a chance. Oh, just went under the stick. Salajani. There's Sardina. Banks off the wall. Played down. That'll be icing surely. Yep, that is. We'll go all the way back with 11:50 to go in the second.
Yeah, there was a good shot before that from Juyeon Park, straight at the chest of Absita. Again, she's not going to get beaten easily.
Face off. One back by Korea. Oh, we'll do it again. They get a little face-off violation. Face-off warning. 2 warnings. Get a penalty.
Very rare you see them given though, Andy.
In the corner there. Korea have it again. Mine makes a move, plays it down the side. Good defence by Sardina, just to tie up the player and puck onto the boards. Korea trying to find a a way to get an offensive face-off, but nothing doing there. Puck had come out, played into the slot, but again, nothing happening. It's played in again. Oh, we're gonna whistle goes, and it's icing. We're gonna go all the way back. Must have just been before the red line that Mine played that in.
Yeah, good work from Kang there before on the boards. Like I say, dangerous pass into the slot area. Just no Korean player there on it.
Lots of effort from Korea. They're just needing a bit of quality and composure in the last little part of the game, because there's been some skills in neutral icing out there, but just at that part when you need that composure to put the puck away, always seems to have that goal line fever.
Yeah, completely agree, Andy. It's like you say, they've got lots of attempts so far. They're going to want to convert a few more of them though.
Well, they're going to have to convert something if they want a medal from these World Championships. That's a trip, surely.
Yeah, there's a tripping call there.
It's against Latvia.
It's against Miljoni, the captain, number 21.
She will set for 2. And Korea have a power play.
Bit of an unnecessary one there for Miljoni, I feel. Not an overly dangerous part of the ice where Korea had possession. Just put a team up against it now for 2 minutes.
Well, Latvia win the face-off and launch it down the ice. Suwon An will play it to the side to Su Young. 29 minutes exactly for the penalty. This Korea game the zone. They will settle down now and surely try and create that shooting lane. I'll get them back in it the game. Here's Su Young. She takes the shot. Good block there by Rula. Comes to Su Young again. Rula's back there again and blocks the second time.
Yeah, great work from Rula.
Not just a skillful player, one who's going to put her body on the line and take pucks.
Well, that's what's needed. It's like you say, power play like that. Don't look at it. When you're a forward or a D, you put your body on the line.
Oh, we've watched Korea many a time now, darling. Sometimes they take a time out before a power play. Nothing today. It's been known to be happening in the first period, and it's been a good tactic because it's worked.
Yeah, it's a good point. It's like you say, we've seen them do it about 3 times, and I think they've scored twice.
Well, one of the ones was a real strange one because it was only 24 seconds before the end of the period, and they took a time out and they had a full 2 minutes. So that was a weird one. I didn't understand that, but what do I know? Anyway, Latvia clear. It's beyond Taiwan. Suwon An plays that. Taiwan picks up. And the Latvian change is good. And there's no gaps. There's only 30 seconds left in this power play. And I don't think Korea have had any real chances as Yuji Lee moves forward. Again, the zone at least. She skates in, it goes down low to behind the goal. Skates round, goes back the way it came. Taiwan. Five seconds left in the power play. Not a lot happening here. Good defence by Latvia, excellent defence by Latvia, and they come back. And
Miljoni again.
Clean through, straight out of the box. It comes into the net, but the net was off, no goal. As everybody went into the net, including the keeper, so she really couldn't say much there. We'll maybe see if we can get a wee replay of that one.
I'd be interested to see if there's a possible penalty on Miljoni going through there. It's like you say, she's no reason to go down. She's clean through on goal.
There's no call on the ice that I can see, Darren, but there's a bit of a discussion going on, so there may well be.
I think they're discussing that the puck was obviously going over. It went over the line, and it would have gone over the line in between the posts had the net stayed on. So
Yeah,
it's maybe you took the net off.
But Miljoni and the keeper and everybody went into the back of the net, and that's what caused the net to be off. So,
are you saying there were more players in the back of the net than you put tins of beans in a carrier bag coming from the supermarket?
Something like that. I don't think you can give that goal myself.
Well, they're obviously having a chat.
They're having a chat. The line should just having a chat. They're having a chat with the Latvian bench, who are clearly saying, how was that not a goal? I mean, I've no doubt the puck would have went in the net, but it's a case of, was the keeper pushed in the net? Was the whistle gone before the puck went in? All sorts of questions to go on. There's a conversation going over on the Korean bench now. There's no sign of a goal to be honest here, so just try and explain it to everyone at home. It looks like they're going to have a puck drop at centre ice. And line changes going on now. Latvia come forward. There's going to be a puck drop in neutral ice at the dot nearest the Latvian bench. No goal, 2-1 Latvia. They're away again. Played forward. John plays that round the wall. Helped on its way, and that's out the zone. Korea have a little chance here. Shot comes in from a tight angle, blocker save by Absite. Where have you heard that story before?
Yeah, it was a good shot from number 22, I think, Si Young, but it's like I say,
Never going
keep
to
saying it, never going to be Absite from there.
Never going to beat the keeper from there. Not with that type of shot. She's seeing the puck like it's a beach ball. Korea have it behind their own goal. Just over 8 minutes to go. It's a big pass down the middle. Mine touches it, which negates icing. Latvia are down there just trying to get out of the zone. Korean skater loses a stick, picks it back up. Kept in the zone. Still in the zone. Some good blocking by Korea. And some equally good blocking by Korea to keep it in. It comes out now and whistle goes. Going to be a penalty against Korea. We'll see exactly what this is for. We'll see exactly who it is in a minute.
It's number 24, Andy. That is Shi Young Kang.
Shi Young Kang. Let's see what the sign is. There's much discussion going on between the line judge and the official. The official that called it is still talking to the line judge. We're going to find out just now. Roughing. So it's roughing penalty against 24.
Yeah, one of them subjective ones. I thought they were all committed on the boards there.
Well,
didn't see too much wrong, to be honest with you.
Power play, Latvia. Zona.
Korea number 24 can secure to the penalty for roughing. Korea's number 24 says 2 minutes for roughing.
It's confirmed by rink announcer. 2 minutes for roughing. Comes through. Chance. Oh, ho, ho. Just wide.
Yeah, flash wide from Absite.
Yeah. Yep, Chuck plays the reverse, but nothing happening there. Yep, Chuck again. Looking for the chance in front, and that jumped up in the air, and that looked easier to go in.
Yeah, it was Miljoni that time, straight against the Korean keeper. It just looped too wide.
She just came in late. She picks up again just now. Makes a turn. Attempted stick lift by Korea. They really need to defend this well. Jonah again comes back out. Strausser plays it out. That's a good block at the point, and it comes out the zone. That's an offside, and because it's a deliberate one, it should go all the way back.
Yeah, great work there from number 16, Yoon Ji Lee. Forced that puck over the blue line.
Never done that in neutral. I thought it would go all the way into the defensive zone. It's won by Latvia. Comes to the side. They play it around the defence. That's a dangerous one. Korea gets in, getting there first. The pass was attempted to go to Landarula. Latvia will set off again with 30 seconds left in their power play. Stick it in there, disrupts things. There's a little chance here for Korea, short-handed. But Latvia pick up again. Touched in, kept out the zone. Good play from Korea, good defensive play. Comes out to this side. Solojana comes forward. It's blocked and Korea will pick up. And we're back to full strength now.
Yeah,
good kill through the middle.
Good kill from Korea that.
Nine with the shot. Blocker save Absite. It's high. I thought it hit the plexi, but the officials say it hit the net. So we'll have a face-off.
You're going to end up trademarking that before the end of this game, Andy. Good blocker save from Absite.
It's been said a few times, hasn't it? I'll need to think of something different to say.
Good glove save, good pad save.
Yeah, but it's a blocker side. Absite blocks it, maybe. We'll see how I go. I never really think when I talk. There's many people who will testify. Oh, Korea tried a little backhand shot there. It was always going to be difficult from that angle. Latvia pick up again. They're playing it around. Latvia just growing stronger and stronger as this game continues, I sense. They're looking the better team now. Korea definitely in the first period looked a stronger team, but that go-ahead goal from Latvia is really just giving them a bit of fortitude, I think.
Yep, I completely agree, Andy. That's a
nice little pass inside. Shot comes away, super block there by Balodi. She comes forward now, takes the shot, comes off the stick of Minso. Comes up the left now. Young Ah plays it through the middle. Touched again, Young Ga will pick up. Teya, sorry. Comes forward, no little chance here for Korea. Move inside. And Absite didn't need to defend anything there because her defenders did it for her as the shot came in. So front of the Latvian bench just now, it's played back into the Korean zone. It backhand it out, comes out of the zone. As Latvia make a change,
there's a 3-on-2.
There is a 3-on-2. Plays it through the paint. It'll be picked up though by Korea. They'll quickly maybe get another little shot away here, but they're going off for a change as well, which is just unfortunate. It comes back out though. Tae-yong takes the shot, kicked away into the corner by Absite. Tae-yong again keeps it in, and she goes off for a change. As Latvia flip it through the middle. Comes out the zone. Korea will reset with 3:35 left in the second. Bounced off the wall as Korea come forward. Yeon goes down, and it will be a delayed penalty against. There'll be a tripping call, so a delayed penalty. Suwon-an comes off, and Korea just need to take their time and get set. They've gained the zone. Still a delayed penalty that comes in and touched up by the ruler. And there will be a penalty against Latvia.
Yeah, I think that's against number 4, Sardina. No, it's not Sardina.
Trip. And it is.
It's number 24. That is Rula.
Rula sits. She's had a few penalties this tournament as well, but she plays such a lot of ice time, that's not unusual. Oh, Korea win it back, and they've got 2 minutes of a power play here. Young reverses the play. Korea coming in. 3 skaters in the slot area. They move it out. They just recycle things around. Latvia keeping them out to the side. Shot comes in. And a good glove save by Absite.
Yeah, nice shot from Taiwan Kim there.
Just looking for the redirect in front of the keeper, but nothing doing there.
Yeah, redirect. Absite not quite holding it. It's like you say, dropping it down to a Korean stick. It's always worth a shot from that distance.
Comes back to the inside. Tae-yong plays it out to the side. That's down low. Chance in front, comes through the slot. Korea will pick up. Be recycled. Tae-yong again, plays it out to the right again. Skater comes down, plays it down low, comes back at Tae-yong at the blue line. Moving in, the diving attempt. Blocked there by Absite. A little turn there, and Korea still keep the pressure on with 1:10 left in the power play. Tae-yong down low. Well, not that low. Plays it out to the side, and Young-ah decides to go a little bit further. Young-ji Lee. Young-ah. Everything collapses in on Absite. Chance. That was the pass to do one, but just couldn't quite collect. Couldn't quite redirect in with a one-time effort. She's still in a good position. She flips places with a puck carrier. Tae-yong comes out again. Tae-yong flips a little pass forward. Well, turn, his career changing the fly. So Young takes the shot, looking for the redirect, shot there again. Covered up by Absite, 2 great saves there.
Yeah, great double save from Absite. So alive to every danger. She's having a magnificent game so far. Latvia are 2-1 open. You can thank Absite for that. It's like you say, she's keeping them absolutely rock solid at the back.
I did say in terms of tournament of the keeper at the start of this that I know the Italian keeper's on 100%, but the amount of rubber that Absite has faced, for me, makes her keeper of the tournament. Anyway, we'll see if she can save this, and she does.
Absolutely magnificent save again.
Almost just a split reaction save, and she just put her leg out there and pushed it round the corner. 4 seconds left in the Korean power play. The Rollers back on the ice. Latvia back to full strength. Shu Young takes the shot from downtown. That's still loose in front. It's still loose. No call, no whistle.
Yeah.
Latvia break. Rollers through the middle after a little rest. Can they pass it to her? Who needs her?
Oh,
hits
the bar. Miljoni again. Nearly a second for her.
Yeah, hits the bar and then hits the net, and then we'll have a face-off with just under a minute to go in the second. It is Latvia 2, Korea 1.
Yeah, good block there on the other end by Belodi with a foot. Created that chance. Puck comes out to Miljoni. She's absolutely rapid. Rattles the bar.
Difference between the two teams is the clinical nature of the forwards. Korea have had much more shots on target, but they've not been the great quality. And Latvia, when they've had the chance, they have got forwards that are just deadly in front of goal.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. It's like you say, you can imagine putting Miljoni in this Korean team or something, and Ruler in this Korean team. I think they'd be converting a few more of these opportunities.
Around the wall, Sardina does well. She's been good this game, actually. She's been very good. As you know, Dan, from all our commentary on these World Championships, I like a good defender.
I'm exactly the same, like you say. No problem with the forwards, they're great, but I do like an absolutely rock-solid D.
That can score goals.
Absolutely, they can score a goal. They bring everything to the party, don't they?
Well, here's Young. See if she can score a goal. They played it through the paint, and it just goes under. Taeyong stick. She is a defender that can score a goal as well. She couldn't do it that time for Korea. She has the puck now, though. 7 seconds left. She might get a shot away. Fires the shot, but it's just sticked in at the corner, and the whistle goes. And 19 White. Cross check. You can hear the official from up here.
Yeah, we heard that nice and clear.
19 White cross check. Okay.
Didn't need to see the call there. We heard the call.
Is everybody frightened? I was. Lex Dina sits down. Well, cross check now. There's only 1.3 seconds left in this period, so that might change the Korean coaches' talk at the end of this period, because they are going to start the next period. Well, most likely they will start the next period with a power play.
Well, it's been a great PP for Korea so far this tournament, but they've not had much luck tonight against a solid Latvia.
They tried the shot direct from the puck drop there, but Latvia were well wise to that. And it ends Korea 1, Latvia 2 at the end of the second period as everybody skates off. Quick thoughts, Dan?
Yeah, you summed it up perfectly at one point during that second period. I didn't have a chance to comment on your comment, but very much momentum with Latvia that second period. It's like you say, 2 great goals. They just look on top at the moment, don't they? Korea are still having a little bit of pressure, but they just look like they're slightly running out of ideas, and everything that they've got throwing at Absite, she's dealing with it. She's absolutely tremendous.
Yeah, they're looking confident. Latvia are a side that have already won a medal. They're looking confident. They win this, they're guaranteed the silver medal. Are they going to hold on to this 2-1 lead? Are they going to increase it? Are Korea going to come back? Who knows? Tell you what, there's only one way to find out. Join us for the third period in about 12 minutes' time. We'll see you then. Welcome back, everyone. It's Andy Glenn and Darren Brady bopping along to the tunes here at Dumfries Ice Bowl. Why wouldn't you? It's fantastic, isn't it? The game so far, running at the third period, or just about to start the third period. Shots on goal. Korea have had 30 shots on target and just scored the once. Latvia have had 10 shots on target and scored it twice. That's not bad. The other stat that you need to know is there's 1 minute 59 on the Korean power play left to go. And they'll be desperate to score. I said to Darren during the break, I'm going to be surprised if Korea score on this power play because the coach has taken timeouts before power plays in previous games. He's obviously saw what he wants to exploit in the opposition team. He's had a full 15 minutes, probably a bit of video review in there from other coaches taking laptops and things down there, and iPads and things down there and showing them. So they've had plenty of time to work out how they want to play this power play at the start. Fresh ice. There's a lot in their favour and they need to get back into this game. Darren, your thoughts so far?
Yeah, it's like I say, stats. I mean, the stats are there, but they don't quite tell the picture of the game, do they? Korea very much on top in that first period, but I thought Latvia were a really good value that second period. I thought they got the momentum, got the 2 goals, and it's like you say, they played really, really well. Absita is having a good game in net for Latvia. She's absolutely standout, and if Latvia do go on to win this game, you know they'll be patting that lady on there because she's had a tremendous game so far.
Well, yeah, we did say beforehand that I felt that she was probably the best keeper in the championship, with no disrespect to Fidel of Italy, but Absita has faced hundreds of shots now. There's no doubt in that. Whereas Fidel has faced 60, and yeah, you're 100%, you can't go wrong with that. That's the measure. Of course, you can't argue with that, but I'm going to argue with it, if you get what I mean, because Absiti's been outstanding, and she's only letting 1 from 38 so far. She's in the high 90s in terms of performance, and she's been outstanding, and she'll need to remain outstanding as Korea win this, and they are on the power play, remember. Duwa goes down the right hand side.
Lucky number 19 was Anna Lagstina, a 2-man penalty for cross-checking.
C1 is down low, comes back out, it's on the blue line. Shot comes in, blocked by Rula again. That's 3 brilliant blocks that she's had in the last 2 power plays. That's in the last 2-3 minutes of play. Goes down low for Korea. It's come back through, here's a chance. Shot comes in, super block, Rula's away. Has she got the pace to beat Taiwan? She has. She's in. Can she score? No, it goes back. Oh! Takes a sore one into the post and knocks the net off.
Taiwan's taking a penalty there.
This could be a penalty shot, I'm thinking. But I just don't want to make sure that Linda Rule is okay, because that was full into... There was a hooking penalty, but Linda Rule went full on into the post and knocked the net off. She's skating off herself. Well done.
Yeah, tough as boots these hockey players, but it's like you say, not a nice one that where you see a player go head first.
No penalty shot, no penalty shot. It's on the clock, which means 4-on-4 hockey for 1 minute 18, and then Latvia will have a short power play. 4-on-4 hockey. One forward, Yipchuk gets the shot away. Oh, keeper done well, but the shot went wide.
Yeah, great from Yipchuk there. She was falling over, but she still managed to get that shot away.
Oh, I'm kind of still thinking a penalty shot might have been the right call for that. The forward was through and clearly didn't get a shot away, and was hampered in the act of shooting, so that's a penalty shot to me, but nothing called. I'm not an official. They've been trained. I haven't. I'm just a fan with a microphone. But I like a bit of controversy. What are you saying at home? What are you saying in Korea? You're saying no, that was the right call. What are you saying in Latvia? Yeah, you're joining me, aren't you?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
they're all screaming for a penalty shot in Latvia.
You're saying that commentator's brilliant. I agree with them. Not in Korea though. Shot comes in, saved, kicked away, banked off the wall. It's Korea trying to get it out of the zone, but it's not going out of the zone. As Toba keeps it in. She goes round the outside. Good strength, but Korea do well there and rob her of the puck. They get it out of the zone. That's going to be icing. If it goes, it does go, and nice to see Rolla back on the ice again. I didn't like that actually, sliding along the head straight into the post to knock the goal off. It just looked
Yeah, it's one of them, Andy. You know, if it compresses the neck, it's like you say, it can cause a nasty injury. But she was up straight away. Tough as old boots, these hockey players, like we've said.
Yeah, well, glad she's okay. But away again.
It's been a good start to the period for Latvia. They're very much on the front foot again, I feel here. They're looking good at the moment.
Well, they've dealt with the power play well. They are now on a power play as they come back to full strength. That's touched and they'll negate icing. So it's power play Latvia, remember. They've got 20 seconds left in their power play. And if they could get another goal here, you fancy a 2-goal lead against for this team will be a real tough one to overcome. Korea have it though, and they'll launch it down the ice. That's on target, so that'll be played. And that'll be the end of the Latvian power play as Korea come back to full strength. Kablina against the red and dumps into the corner. Partial change for Latvia. Korea try and get it out of the zone. Site comes down to the left. She flips it round. Aljona, who loses out, comes back in. Kablina will pick up again. There's a little chance here for Yukchuk. She has to turn inside, and it's defended real well by the Korean Yongha. Little battles on the boards just now. Puck comes out. Not seen one of those given when the puck's been tied up on the board. Not seen a face-off given all tournament. That goes down.
Yeah,
player goes down.
That could have been tripping.
Well,
no call on the play, number 7 there.
yeah, icing's negated as well. So Latvia have it through Yakovleva. Stala just beaten to the puck there. It comes back to Ji-Yoon. Banked off the wall. Shot coming in. Good block. Real good block by Stala. It's played across. That's a nice pass for the Korean team. And then dumped in as they go for a change. And Latvia will pick up. Utoba, who plays it through the centre again. It's played, so the icing's waved. Well, that's loose though.
That's loose.
Oh, and that just didn't go to a Latvian stick. They're just coming on the ice after a change as Solajone comes forward. She gains the zone but loses the puck. Lagsdina's after that, but it goes beyond her. Solajone will go in there and try and pick it up, but the Korean defender did real well. Muscled out, and Korea come forward. Icing, and we'll go all the way back down as Sardina collects the puck for the official.
Yeah, scrappy little period there. It's like you say, not much going on there. Both teams just dumping it.
That comes out the zone as well. Just an interesting little aside that if this game was to go to overtime and Korea were to win, Latvia would still be confirmed as silver medalists. They would have the head-to-head over GB, who could get to the same level of points, but they have the win over GB. So a point's enough for silver medal. That comes in and that'll be icing. Kablina will pick up. But we'll work at all the mathematics and all the rest of it later on when at the end of the game. It'll take me a couple of spreadsheets and multiple drinks to be able to work it out accurately, I think. But I'll be able to work it out in a second though. He's genius like that. Yakovleva plays it down. Not hard on the boards there, yeah, it's difficult. Yep, comes round. Korea pick up. Try and get it out. Hits the Korean forward. dumped in. And there's some good pace there. Tell you the defender who did that. He was the furthest forward. It's played in by Korea. Played round the wall.
All a little scrappy at the moment, Andy, this game.
Well, I can sense there's still drama to come in it though, one way or another, Darren. I'll be surprised if it stays 2-1 final. I just feel there's something's going to happen. It's tense. As it gets closer to the final buzzer, I think it's just going to get more tense. That's a shot. It's a blocker saved by you-know-who. That's a little bit loose. As Yu Yun gets on the end there, Staller will try and get this and gets it out of the zone at least.
Some good pressure here from Korea.
Yu Yun behind the goal. You want. Plays it back out. Oh, goes out the zone. She was playing it to the defender that she hoped was going to be on point.
Ruler puts the press on there.
That was touched before the red line. That'll be icing every day of the week. And we'll go all the way back to the Korean defensive zone with 12:24 left. It's still Korea 1, Latvia 2.
Yeah, you mentioned about the medal places there and what Latvia have to do for a result to get certain aspects of it. But don't forget, Korea have got to win.
Yeah. That's out. Korea have possession. It's kept him well. They dump in and then they're going to go for a change, which gives Latvia so much time to decide how they're going to do it, but they've not got much time now. Players claiming for a trip off the puck, as it were, and utilised, but nothing doing there.
Yeah, it was Toma that went down. She looked at the officials, but no call.
Loose in front, chance, flipped high. Latvia defend again, shot comes in, good block. I think Absite got her pad to that one. It was a real good chance. There's a foot race on here, but Korea favourites to win it. Do win it. And it's going to come back the other way, rapid quick, isn't it? Yu Yun gets beaten to the puck there. Delayed offside. Hand quickly comes down by the lines judge. Johan plays it over. Chance comes in, super block. The blocks coming in from Latvia are superb. There's so many people putting their body in between the puck and the goalie. It's making a huge difference.
Yeah, absolutely. Madeira Soliti there. Her turn to do that real hard graft in defence. They're all willing to do it. They're all willing to put the bodies on the line. Great to see.
Korea win it, comes back at the point. Shot from downtown, just turned wide. An attempted glove save, but the puck didn't stick to the glove of Absite. But it was enough to turn it round. Si Young loses a stick and will skate off. Nice move inside, no call on that. Potential trip. And another glove save, Absite.
Yeah, lucky there. It's like you say, looked like a tripping attempt to me, but no call on the play. Good shot there from number 19, Ji-Yoon Park. Straight into the glove of Absite again.
I just think the officials are now realising the importance of every call, and they're not wanting to give a false call, so I think they're letting things go just a little bit more than they maybe have been in the first period, because this is a tight game and it's going to remain a tight game, you feel. So they're going to have to be 100% sure. They're just letting the game flow a little bit more than they have been, I feel. Shot comes in, another block by Ruler. How many blocks is she? About 5 or 6?
Yeah, you could literally hear the Latvian bench there screaming at that.
No, the bench love a block, and here is Ruler who plays it back. She's been absolutely superb today. The shot comes in, and we've just got over 10 minutes and a handful of seconds to go in this third period. Sardina plays it round the wall with a bit of pace. It's kept in well by Korea. Sardina helps it back out. Again, she's going to have to play it in defence. She tries to help it on her forehand side, but a little turn there. 2 players go down, no call on the play again. It's just as I was saying. Taeyong plays it down. Back to Taeyong, shot coming in. It's loose in front, it hits the Korean defender on the back of the leg and stays out. Korea knocking. The Taeyong again. Plays it in, looking for the redirect, nothing doing.
Yeah, it was a good effort from Taewon Kim, but again, Apsita's there to stop it.
Right through the middle come Korea again. Chance inside, side netting. Net rippled, but it's definitely side netting. And whistle goes, and we'll have an offensive face-off for Korea with 9:22 left. Third period's rattling by. Just a reminder of the goals. Korea started the scoring with Yoo Ji Lee at 8:54. It was tied up by Strausser at 16:42. And then the go-ahead goal came from Milojone at 24:41. There's been no goal since then.
Latvia win that back.
But there have been many attempts.
Battle on the boards here, Miljon is in there.
Yeah.
Comes out, Apsita passes it onto the... Yipchuk's got it.
Moving forward down the right-hand side now. As Apsiti plays it in. Defended real well in the paint there by Korea. And there's going to be a whistle. As the net was off. That's what it was. I thought I'd missed a penalty, but I think it's just the net was off.
Yeah, dangerous from Miljoni there down that right-hand side. Puts a lovely pass just into that blue paint area. It's like, say, Yipchuk's diving in, trying to get a stick on it.
Strange that they blew the whistle when the Koreans were on the attack. I would have thought the keeper might have just dragged the net back on herself.
Oh yeah, it's like you say, normally you would see the keeper just drag the net back on themselves there, but the whistle's gone.
Face off in the defensive zone for Korea, under 9 minutes now. And you're half an eye on the clock as this game ticks down to its conclusion. That's a pass through the middle, that's well taken. But Sujan has Sardina to beat, and that's not been an easy task to do all tournament. But tonight she's been superb for Sardina.
Absolutely agree, it's like you say. I don't think she's put a foot wrong defensively. She's having a superb game.
Yeah. Played in and touched. So Ison's waved as Toba comes forward. She'll play off to the right. That's loose though. And Korea have it. The Latvian defence is back in numbers. They're defending real well. Been a good defensive performance by Latvia. That'll be icing though, and it'll come all the way back with just 8:11 to go in the game.
Yeah, it's not about icing, it's like you say. Let's Latvia reset, get oxygen in, rest those legs, even if it's only 10, 15 seconds, makes a difference. Massive 8 minutes 11 left of this game. Korea need to score, they need to win if they're going to get a medal.
Well, comes back out. 2-1. Sardina. She's beaten, but ties her opponent up on the board. Latvia get away through roll-up. She keeps her feet tight to the board and forces it out. That's great play. Korea getting his own Juan, reverses it back in. Some nice interplay, but no real clear shooting lanes or anything like that as Apsite plays it out. Young Yah plays it forward. She gains the zone, goes on the outside. That's going to be a tripping call though. A delayed penalty against Latvia.
It's against Toby.
And they'll play it there, and that will be a penalty with 7:21. It will be 2 minutes, and it will be a tripping call, I'm fairly sure. No, it's a hooking call.
Yeah, number 11, Rysela Toby. She's going to sit for 2 minutes.
Now
Big
then,
chance for Korea.
I'm just having a wee look. Are they going to call a timeout? No, I've got plenty of time yet. 7:21.
The coach probably realises just how tight this game is, and he's maybe saving it towards the end. If they're still losing the game with maybe 2 or 3 minutes to go, you might want to leave it till then, make the calls then.
It's getting exciting now, folks. There you have it. Corner. Big back out to point. Youngji Lee plays it over. Shots faked. Comes back to Yuji Lee. So much traffic in front of Absite. And she makes the save. It's still loose in front. And Absite makes the save again. Kublina tries to do what she can, tie her opponent up on the wall. Comes down the right hand side. Makes her skaters behind. Plays it in. Trailing skater comes in. Loose. Still loose. No whistle. Whistle now. And we'll have another face off. 1:21 left.
Again, I know we've said a lot about Absite this game, but her positioning is absolutely incredible there. It's like you say, she's anticipating that puck's going to bounce out. There's going to be a shot coming in at that near post. She's already down. Foot against the post. Pad flat to the floor. Nothing's going to get past her.
For me, it's the traffic in front of her and having the reactions to be able to deal with these deflections and redirects. Well, has she got the ability to keep this Korean team at bay for much longer? Tae-yong shoots, comes down, she turns that one wide. Comes back out to Tae-yong. Minute of the power play left as Young-ja comes in. Plays it, thinks about it. Plays it down into the corner. Comes back out to Tae-won. Comes back out to Yuji Lee. She makes a turn. It's a bit calm. Latvian defence in good formation. Shot comes in. The redirect is wide. Good stick in there though. Is that a turn and shoot? No, it comes back out. Tae-yong shoots. Oh, good save by Absite. She puts her pads there and it turns wide. Tae-yong again. It's Tae-yong versus Absite. Good block there again. Young-ha comes in. She plays it down low. 24 seconds left in the power play. As Korea put on huge amounts of pressure just now.
Yeah, it's been a good PP for Korea this. Camped in this old zone. Really, really good play from them.
Oh, Korea decide to change their lineup with 7 seconds left.
That's a strange one there.
Well, you have to think that Latvia have not been able to change theirs at all. And Latvia back to full strength. And you just sense that in the last 10 seconds, if that Korean forward playing could have done something.
Oh, save again.
Butt end of the stick there from Absite, knocks it high over. Tied up in the near, it's loose in front, she's dropped it. Oh, whistle goes. And Korea will be raging that the whistle went because that puck was loose.
Christiana Absite, take a bow. What a player, what a game so far.
5 minutes to go, 5 minutes and a second.
Strange from Korea that though, Andy, wasn't it? I mean, they basically just coughed up 7-8 seconds of that PP there. I don't understand that at all.
But I think they were thinking a new set of skaters coming on. Well, the Latvia's defenders been on probably for the full 2 minutes. Might we get something out of it? But they didn't. And maybe they'll live to regret it. Let's see.
Fantastic from Ruler there, great press.
Starting to get a bit of a crowd in here now. That comes into the slot. Kublina picks it up. A great block there.
Fantastic block there from the number 19.
Absite will come out to play this. Banked off the wall, that's loose. Oh, Solojone gets her stick in there. Tries to get it out of the zone, does get out of the zone. And the clock very much against Korea now as we tick down to 4 minutes. That just dumped in anywhere by Solojone as Korea reset, play it up. Oh, there were so many skaters on the ice there as the puck went into them. I think they were trying to force the official's hand there, I would think, but nothing called. I think that was a right call as well myself.
Like you say, Andy, it's a big call at any stage of a game, and it's an even bigger call with 3 minutes left on the clock and the score at 2-1.
Oh, it would have been a controversial call, but it was right. Skaters were coming off, they weren't interfering with any puck, but if it had hit them coming off, different game. Right, we're 3:30 left to go, under 3:30 now.
Good work from Miljoni there, brings it out from behind her own net. She's still going.
Super strength.
Oh, that's fantastic strength from Miljoni.
A Latvian fans to the right starting to shout on Latvia. This is the silver medal.
Yeah,
if they win this one.
Sorry, Andy. Soaking up the clock there as well. It's great work from Miljoni.
3 minutes to go. Still think there's more drama in this as Apsite turns it wide. Latvia play it round, just in front of the Latvian fans to our right. And Korea now needing something big. Can Solajona, he just dumps in. And Latvia are defending this real well. Jonga banks it up the wall. That's going to be icing surely. Played before the line. Played before the line. And Korea gained the puck down there with Yu. Plays it back. There's a little trailing skater coming in here. Shot comes in. Oh, turned wide. And no more. 2:14 left to go.
Yeah, great shot there from 15, Ju Park. Apsita there again.
Comes back. And I'm just thinking Korea maybe looking for the offensive face-off and maybe time to think about the pull the keeper. Latvia will just be trying to get it into the Korean defensive zone and spend the last 2 minutes down there. A few face-offs down there when they do the Latvian side any harm at all. That comes through the middle though. There's a chance they just dump it into the corner. That's got to be icing.
Yeah, it was before the red line. 100% the right call.
Crazy play there by Korea.
Bit of panic there, I think, from number 11. That's Do-won Kim.
Ji Yun is not happy, but that was the right call, and we've 1:42 left. 102 seconds between Latvia and the silver medal. Wanderula in for the face-off. Outstanding in this game, wins it back. Yakaleva lays it down. Solajani still has possession, comes in, chance here, it's loose, it's under the Latvian skater, shot comes in, chance, oh, juggled. Korea desperate to try and get it out of the way. And the whistle goes, and it's going to be against Korea. It's going to be a high stick, and it's going to be against
number 19, Ji Park.
Ji Yun sits, and it's looking desperate for Korea now. They have 4 skaters. They need to score a goal, and they've got 83 seconds left to do it. I suspect it's going to be back to the wall. Let's see what happens here. Not calling a timeout yet. So Latvia power play. Latvia win it back. Have the zone. Korea get it out. Latvia play it forward again. They gain the zone, but Korea play down. Latvia fans still shouting on their team. Quite right, getting about it. That's what you need to be doing here. Under a minute. In a sense, Latvia are going to be able to hold on to this as Kublina goes behind the goal.
This is good game management. Made easier because they're on the PP. Only 4 skaters on the ice for Korea.
No press,
play.
No press from Korea at all. They need the puck, and they're just watching the puck come in here. They're going to give up a medal here. Latvia going down the outside, dive and say goal! Zelebowska!
What a finish! What a goal! That's the game now, 3-1.
You see it down there again. She scores, she goes into the boards, and it's silver for Latvia.
Superb finish. I don't quite get Korea in the tactics this last 4 or 5 minutes of this period. It's like you say, they've just not got it right.
Timeout Korea. They're going to have to score 2 goals in 24 seconds, or there or thereabouts. It's possible, but it's unlikely, especially, well, now they'll be back to even strength. There is that, because that was a power play goal. So they will be back to even strength. And the timeout goes. Will they pull the keeper and try and get 2 goals in the last 26.6 seconds? Nope. They're going to try even-handed, and they've not been able to score in 2 periods against Apsite even-handed. They need to score twice in under half a minute.
Yeah, massive ask here.
Unlikely. played forward. And, I think it's just going to be played by Latvia as their fans and players start making a noise round here. It is going to be silver for Latvia. Gold medal to Italy. And I can absolutely confirm that Great Britain will be getting a bronze medal as Latvia celebrate a silver and a super performance. And Latvia will go up to 12 points, the same as Italy in the table, but Italy have the head-to-head over Latvia. Great Britain will remain in third place. Kazakhstan in fourth place, and Korea will be fifth. Slovenia will be there, and the table won't change after the last game tonight either, will it, Dan?
It certainly won't. That's it. It's all decided now. Great win for Latvia. It's like you say, first period, Korea very much on top, took the 1-0 lead, looked very strong, looked like they could be on for a really good evening. But Latvia, great two goals in that second period, played really well in that third period. Some strange tactics from Korea, but just towards the end there, superb finish for that third. And let's be honest with you, Absita was magnificent for Latvia.
Well, you need to be quick for player of the game.
Absita.
And for Korea?
I'll go for Taewon Kim, but Absita, outstanding.
Yoonji Lee wins the player of the game for Korea. And you remember, you're going to have to think up player of the tournament for each of these teams as well, so keep that in your head for a little second. Dan? Yoonji Lee.
Player of the game for Latvia.
Player of the game for Latvia. Kublina gets player of the game. She was outstanding today. Really enjoyed her play. Well done, Anna. Good photo. Let's get the two players of the game into the picture. Well done. So, player of the tournament for Korea.
I'd go for number 16 again, Yoonji Lee.
And for Latvia?
Number 21, Miljoni.
Oh, Rulo.
For Korea is number 9, Park Jong-ah.
Park Jong-ah gets player of the tournament for Korea. She had a good game today, and she should be very proud of her performances. Well done to her. And it's going to be Absite or I don't know. Ruler for me. Miljona wins that one. That was you, Dan. You got that one right. Well done.
Yeah, she's been outstanding. It's like you say, a real standout play for this Latvian side. She's been tremendous to watch.
Well, congratulations to her and congratulations to Latvia. A fantastic 3-1 victory over Korea today. And commiserations to Korea. But now it's time for the Latvian national anthem.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you're able to, please stand and remove any hats. Facing the flags in the corner of the arena, we have the national anthem of this afternoon's winning team.
Latvia.
That was some cheer there at the end of the anthem.
Yeah,
tremendous.
Like good anthem, that one. Well, there's nothing to play for in tonight's game. It is fun time for both the teams tonight. We'll be having medals. Italy will gain their gold medal, and Great Britain will get a bronze medal. So they can just have fun tonight. It's Jodie Olsen-Smith 50th cap. It should be good fun. Can Italy make history? Well, we'll find out later on, and we'll talk about that game just before face-off. But I'd just like to thank Steve for filming, Abby for production, Darren for chatting with me as Latvia shake hands with Korea, and they are this year's silver medalists. Congratulations to both of them. Darren, your final thoughts?
Yeah, good game, like you say. Great tournament for Latvia. They'll be absolutely ecstatic with that silver medal. Korea, slightly disappointed, came in as first seed, it's like you say, to finish fifth. Not an overly fantastic tournament for them. I'm sure they'll be disappointed and they'll want to come back stronger next time.
Well, this is Andy Glenn, Dan Brady saying cheerio, and join us tonight, would you? It'd be great to see you.